How to be mediocre, be what you are not. How to be mediocre, be what you are not. Try and be something that you're not put on this planet to be. And there was a recent email newsletter from Korn Ferry, from Gary Burnison, who is one of the senior leaders at Korn Ferry, a headhunter, a company that works to find leaders for senior positions in big companies. And they spend a lot of money and time investigating what are the things you can look at to tell whether somebody is going to be successful in a leadership role. One of the statistics shared in this newsletter was 80% of leaders are not aware of what their weaknesses and strengths truly are. And another was that the leaders who overstate their strengths are 6 times more likely to derail, to really blow up, have a disaster than others. And I think here it was Warren Buffett said that competence, true competence, is knowing where you're not competent. That understanding your weaknesses, not seeing them as limitations, but seeing them as clarification. If you know what you're not put on this earth to do, find others who have that competency. But believing you have it yourself can be very dangerous and can lead to real blow-ups. And just this thought on how do you become self-aware? And I think that the first thing is you don't become self-aware by yourself in a room. You have to interact with the world, and you have to interact with other people. Peter Drucker, in his book Managing Oneself, talks about a process called feedback analysis. When you take a decision, when you set out on a project, write down your expectations at the beginning and look at what happens and pay attention to the real world. Do your expectations in the real world match up? And there's a lot of information to be learned if you write down your expectations and then a week, a month, a year later, you really look back at what you expected to happen, what actually happened. The second thing is, I don't think that without engaging with other human beings openly and honestly, we can determine what we're strong in and what we're weak in. Often the things that you're strong in, they don't require work, they don't require effort. You are strong because it naturally happens easy for you. And until you meet someone who struggles to do something that you naturally have a talent for, you don't understand that another human being could struggle at this. So the only way you discover your strengths is starting to listen to where other people say, wow, you're so lucky. And discovering that they can't naturally do something that you have. But it's only when you hear someone say, wow, you're so good at this, and you're about to say, it's nothing, I didn't make any effort. That's the moment you need to stop and think, wow, there's something here that is a strength for me. And the Warren Buffett idea, it is super important to begin to identify where you are not strong. You can call it a weakness, you can call it whatever, but understanding that constraint, understanding what type of roles would require that, and you just should not be there, because the way to be mediocre is put yourself in places that require strengths that you don't have or are even weak. But get to know yourself, Peter Drucker feedback analysis, and start listening for where other people compliment you and you're about to say, it's nothing, it's no effort, I didn't do anything. With that, have a good one. It's Conor here from IESE Barcelona. Thank you for your likes, your subscribes. Keeps me connecting and sharing these ideas with each and every one of you. Have a great week.